Hello everyone, my name is Mateo Strauss, and today we will be speaking about networking activities and micro-regions of SECreTour projects. In this project, Work Package 4 is dedicated to those activities, and Antonella Fresa from Promoter Limited is leading that work package. And today here with me is Antonella. Hello, Antonella.
Hi, hello everybody. Thank you for inviting me to share our ideas with the audience of this video. Please.
Antonella, what are the main networking activities in SECreTour project?
Well, the networking activities in SECreTour are of multiple forms. The first, the most used is to organize the workshops and to meet in the workshops and to discuss specific topics. The second is to have encounters, the possibility to have face-to-face debates, again looking at some questions that are urging for our project. But we also share studies, reports, surveys, news in the network. So there are multiple forms, and in the studies, clearly there are more theoretical aspects, such as the business planning, business cases, the heritage communities concepts, but also more practical studies, what is done in the pilots and the stories that come out from the pilots.
Can you tell us more about the network of common interest?
Well, it is an informal network. It is a network that is made of organizations, institutions, universities, projects, so groups of organizations, but foundations, associations, but also individual experts, individual researchers. In general, in the network, we invite all the stakeholders that have a desire and interest in shared experiences, even at the territorial level. So, what is happening in our pilots, but also what is happening in other experiments from the outside world.
So why do you think it's so important that we, in a way, review what we do in SECreTour with other partners, with other organizations across Europe? Why is it so important?
Well, we think that there are elements that are worth to be shared in order to have lessons learned to be taken by everybody. Good practices to be replicated, to be used as inspiration of our work, as well as bad practices where others have found obstacles. So, first of all, the network is a place where we share our experiences and our knowledge. But the network is also a place where we promote our activities, so we are able to invite others to join the workshop of SECreTour or vice versa to attend the events of other members of the network. So really a space of encounter.
One of the important aspects of SECreTour project, and especially Work Package 4, are also cross-border and macro-regions. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, this is a rather complex matter, and we are preparing a deliverable that is public and it will be available for everybody interested. First of all, we think that cross-border and macro-regional strategies, they have different levels of implementation. There is a political level, a policy level, a place where the strategies, in particular the macro region strategies, are implemented, are put in place. The Euro region, the organizations of regions that get together and are acknowledged at the European level. Then there is an administrative level where these macro regions can operate, can have a stake, can interface with the European institutions, can identify difficulties that should be overcome at administrative level. Then certainly we have an operational level where organizations that are on the border and that either see a problem or even they identify an opportunity to favor these organizations on the border to get together. And finally, there is a cultural dimension because the border is an institution that comes from policies and administration. But culture has totally different borders that do not correspond to the border of the states. And this is it's a daily experience in Europe because of thanks to the Schengen and the opening of the borders in the European Union. Well, this cultural cross-border experience is for us very important. We think that just to conclude, we think that it is necessary to go beyond what is the current situation to envisage future initiatives. And for this reason, a workshop is organized by SECreTour in October 2025 in Lugano. That is, in fact, one of the 5 pilots of SECreTour that have a cross-border dimension. Lugano in the pilot of Monte San Giorgio with the cross-border between Italy and Switzerland. The pilot of the mining heritage, and here we are in Slovenia with the Idria, in Slovakia with the Banska Bystrica, both UNESCO Banska Stiavnica, in effect, a few kilometers from Banska Bystrica, and both UNESCO heritage sites. So an acknowledged at international level, but also on roads that have been building the Europe of the Middle Age, the Fugger Road, just to mention one. We have another pilot in SECreTour that is on the border between Hungary and Slovakia, cultural border, cultural heritage, Roma heritage. So a minority heritage that is cross-border. And another pilot in Albania that is on the border between Albania and Greece along the way of the transhumance, the path that was taken by cutters to go from Valona to the mountains in Epirus, back and forth during the seasons of the year. So there are multiple experiences that have a value from cultural point of view for the local communities and for tourists to have authentic experiences. So the network of SECreTour is informal, but it is a group. And it is a group that we want to maintain, either by itself or even joining other organizations that exist, but with the focus on authenticity, sustainability, relationship with the local communities, and openness, sharing of knowledge.
Thank you, and I believe this was also an invitation to external partners to get in touch with us and explore potential collaboration. Antonella, thank you for this update. It was nice hearing what's going on in Work Package 4, and I believe we will keep in touch and especially share those information with other partners and other stakeholders on our websites and on our platforms. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye.